Well, the Arsenal title race concern has been addressed by one of your best players, and he's known as Ben White. Hope you guys are really gonna pick a leaf from this and really get to know exactly what he really meant. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. This is the football news show as we bring you lots and lots of stories. Ansu Fati has gotten a very encouraging message from his manager, that is Zerbi, after returning from injury. It looks like he's calling for Ansu Fati to obviously coming through and really do the needful. And McAllister having gone ahead obviously put up an assist that resulted into a late winner for Jurrien Nunez as they beat Nottingham Forest by 1-0 in the 99th minute. He has come out and really spoken a lot about how he went ahead to obviously look out for the far post placed Jurrien Nunez, who came off the bench to obviously net in that goal. So how many likes? 200 likes matching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. You can as well call me already. We are here to bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. And I tell you what, it is always the day that we come in through and obviously bring you the news. You know, Man City is taking on Man United. I've already gone ahead to put in what we call your match preview. You can as well go there and really have a look at it and really tell me exactly what your thoughts are about it. You know, I'm also going to put the combined 11 onto what we call the community section. You're gonna find it there. So lots of things are really happening, and hope you guys are really excited to really give us a like. And then, if you're watching us for the very first time, or you've always gone ahead to watch us, continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, where should we start from? Obviously, we cannot kickstart off without thanking the Lord God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and for everyone watching in this channel. It's a 5-finger salute for you because you're really doing great. And let's start off with the statement put out by Ben White when he was really having a one-on-one with a Guardian journalist that went ahead to ask him a question about the title race that Arsenal is in. So he said on the title race that Arsenal are in, there is nothing to lose. We are just going to go out there, do our best, and try to perform like we have the last few games. I think the players we have added as well will step up in those big games and provide what we need in those games. We have improved massively as a team, and if we were in the same position as last year, this year I think it would be very different. It would be very different. Lesson learned from last season, he said, maybe looking after the little things when there is so much big talk of everything, controlling what we do, the little things personally, that is so important for me. Because the little things, they add up. It's so tight. Any small mistake is going to be punished. That is Benjamin White for you. So Benjamin White has gone ahead to obviously point out 2 factors, you know, but the huge factor is the players that Arsenal have gone ahead to add. And trust me, I've come out on several occasions and told you that it is really a huge boost in what Arsenal is going to achieve this season. What is that huge boost? It's all about the players Arsenal are here to add on. You know, if you know, you know. Now, imagine if at all Arsenal never had Declan Rice. Jorginho, if he had not been managed well, like Arteta is really managing him well, he cannot really play all those games that Declan Rice has gone ahead to play. Declan Rice and William Saliba, I think they are the only 2 players of Arsenal that have gone ahead to feature in every game that Arsenal has gone ahead to play in the Champions League. So in the Premier League, those are 26 games played in total. You understand? But last season, when Arsenal never had Thomas Partey, they had Jorginho, and there is a difference. There are games that Jorginho will help you play, and there are games that Jorginho won't help you play. You know, Declan Rice has the energy and the physical attributes that Jorginho really lacks, but Jorginho is really good, and his experience is really vastly appreciated. So getting in Declan Rice helps the side of Arsenal to do the needful and compete for the trophy that last season, with Thomas Partey away and him imploding in certain games, as you saw him really give up easily, and of course the side of Arsenal, like in the game of Man City and Southampton, they never had no one to obviously come in through and really put in the energy. But Declan Rice has gone ahead to come in through. He has four Premier League goals and 5 assists. You know, that is Declan Rice for you, and he has gone ahead to really be pivotal. I went ahead and really explained to you the goals that Declan Rice went ahead to score for Arsenal and how important they were. His first goal for Arsenal in the Premier League, it was a goal in the 90th plus second minute at Emirates as they beat Man United, a team I support, by 2-1. His second goal was against Chelsea. Arsenal was trailing by 2-1 and pulled one back before Trossard went ahead to obviously make it 2-2. The other third goal, it was when Arsenal was getting the winner, you know, when they were playing, what was that side? They were playing Luton Town and went ahead to score the winner in the last minute of the added minutes. You know, this of West Ham, it was like a cherry on the cake because the game was already 5 and he went ahead to obviously score that. So, to my understanding, it's really one of those moments that we really appreciate, that when you see a player like Benjamin White coming out and we talk about this, it's really very important that the players they've gone ahead to add in the squad of Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously help them and really give them the best that they deserve as a side. Leaving Declan Rice there, by the versatility of Declan Rice, you know, he can play as a right back, he can play as a number 6 and play as a number 8, he can also play as a central defender. In the game Arsenal played away in Netherlands, where they're playing against PSV, in the last 20 minutes, he was played as a central defender, and Arteta was like, I was trying out something because players might get injured, and it looks like he's trying to put Declan Rice into the central defensive at all. Saliba gets an injury like he did last season, and Arsenal imploded because they lacked what we call that defensive shield, and they let in very many goals. They could score, but they're really porous at the back. That's the first signing. The second signing is Kai Havertz, a player that many of you really hated, and this is where you people that are watching this channel really prove that maybe I see certain things differently. With lots of people coming out and really slating Kai Havertz, do you know what I said? I said he's going to be influential to the side of Arsenal, you know, and he now has like 5 Premier League goals, you know, that is the guy for you, and that is Kai Havertz. He can lead the line. He can play in the midfield. He can play on the left forward. He can play as a right forward. He's a multi-dimensional player. And in this game of football, you must be having close to 3 or 4 multi-dimensional players, you know, in your team. And the other one that has gone ahead to obviously be missed, but he has gone ahead to come in through at the right time of the season, is Jurrien Timber. Timber is a multi-dimensional player. He literally plays in every position in the central defense. You know that very well. He plays in every position in the central defense. He literally plays there, and after playing there, sorry about that, he also plays as a right back. He can play as a left back. He can play as a central defensive midfielder. He can play as a number 8. He can play close to 6 positions into your team, and that is another player that they've gone ahead to miss hugely at the side of Arsenal. But he's back and he's been training with the club of Arsenal. I've gone ahead to show you those videos, and he comes in through at a very important time when Arsenal need him, because sometimes they'll need creativity of a player who is really good defensively and good going forward. That is Jurrien Timber for you. With Champions League experience, he's a winner. He has lifted the Eredivisie with Erik ten Hag, and he knows how beautiful it is to obviously play for the champions. Then lastly, David Raya. When he came in through, I really thought that maybe Arteta is going to invent something new at the club of Arsenal, like getting in 2 goalkeepers, like to compete. But at the end of it all, we've gone ahead to say to it that it's none other than this guy, known as David Raya, the first choice goalkeeper of Arsenal, meaning that Ramsdale is going to be leaving the side of Arsenal very, 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 very soon. And in the summer, he's going to really be bid farewell at the side of Arsenal, and David Raya is going to be signed permanently by the side of Arsenal. But you're going to hate to see he is coming in through the way he distributes the ball. He's a press-resistant goalkeeper, though it really took him like 5 games to suit into the system of Arsenal, to get used to these defenders of Arsenal. But after those 5 games, he has not gone ahead to make any mistake. That is David Raya. So those are the signings that Benjamin White is talking about, that they've gone ahead to strengthen that side. Remember last summer but one, Jesus, Zinchenko, and Fabio Vieira went ahead to join the side of Arsenal. So they've gone ahead to bring in 4 more, and trust me, they're gonna get in more and more and more and more and more and more onto that side of Arsenal. So his first belief is that they've gone ahead to get in more and more and more players, and I've gone ahead to explain to you why those players that have gone ahead to come in through are really very, very important. Then he talked about them not really thinking about it. They'll win the games as they come, and I think last season excitement went up onto their heads a little bit, but this season it's like it's okay, we can really play and see what the rest are really gonna do. But he says it's a step-by-step campaign. They learned lessons from what happened last season, and this season they're really here to see it. They're obviously putting through. So they've gone ahead to win 6 games ever since this calendar year started in the Premier League, and they are not willing to stop, and they're continuing to obviously putting in the best that they deserve as a team. So that is none other Benjamin White putting in what we call the Arsenal title Wisconsin, and he has gone ahead and really said that Rice, Timber, Raya will win them the trophy. That is it. So that is Benjamin White backing them, and it's really nice to obviously have them. So wait and see how they're gonna fare out on Monday. Now let's go to Ansu Fati. They've gone ahead to lose to Everton. Is it Fulham? Yeah, I think it has been 2-0, 3-1. I think they've gone ahead to lose, and Zerbi had something to say about Ansu Fati, and he said he needs to believe in himself more. He's a sensitive guy. He's a good guy, and part of my work is to help players. Believe in themselves, to show all of their qualities and not one part. He has to push. He has to push 100% every day. So that is Ansu Fati for you. For me, I miss Ansu Fati. I remember in 2018 when I saw Ansu Fati really make his debut for Barcelona, and he really looked a very good guy. He looked a very, very good guy, and he was like he's gonna be the best player. He was given shirt number 10 at Barcelona, but ever since Xavi came in through, he has been really having a very huge problem with his career, and I think it's all about the very many managers that Barcelona have gone ahead to change, because I think by then he was having, I think they've gone ahead to get like 4 managers, 4 managers. That's what we can talk about. 4 managers, and it's one of those things that are going to affect players like Marcus Rashford, Anton Martial, Jesse Lingards of this world at Man United, that these players have gone ahead to come in through, and managers have kept on changing. And if a manager that never brought you comes in through, feels like he cannot make you a priority, and he has the urge obviously to send you off. For example, you Arsenal fans, Henrik Mkhitaryan, he was a very good player, and I went ahead obviously like him a lot, but guess how Mourinho came in through and said, I'm not gonna use this player, and he said he should leave. So those are things that you should obviously look at and ask yourself, that is Ansu Fati to blame? He's not to blame. All what Ansu Fati needs is to see himself go to the side of Brighton on a permanent deal, to be with Zerbi and stay there for like 2 seasons. Then he'll click. But when you look at Barcelona, even right now, even if he returns, he's going to fall in the hands of a new manager. As Xavi said, I'm not going to stay at the side of Barcelona anymore. Even if I win the Champions League or what, I'm leaving. Though rumors are like he might really stay. But for Ansu Fati, at Brighton, he's trying hard to see to it that he pushes. And all what he needs is to really get himself better and better and better. The problem is he really got an injury and really got a setback, and he just gonna hate to return as a player for Brighton. But as we speak, he's having 14 matches in the Premier League with 2 goals. UEFA Europa League, 4 matches, 2 goals. EFL Cup, 1 game, 0 goals. That is Ansu Fati for you. So all what he has to do as Ansu Fati is to raise up on Thursday as they are playing against AS Roma and really take his side to the next stage, to see to it that they obviously win this trophy, and in the Premier League to act well, to see to it that he takes his team back to Europe and they get going. So that is Ansu Fati for you, but I really love the player. Now, as we close out this episode, I would love to obviously come in through and really talk about McAllister. And he said, I knew it was the last minute and I just had to put it in the box. Then Darwin Nunez did the rest. As always, he's an important player for us. He's back, so we are very happy. Now, McAllister was responsible for that assist for the late minute goal that really went ahead to cross the line. And that went ahead to obviously see Arsenal fans and Man City fans freeze, because it looked like it was going to be hard for Liverpool to obviously win this game of football. But that mentality always comes in through and surfaces to age the mentality of the teams of the players of Nottingham Forest. But McAllister is one of those players that they sent from Brighton. He came in, thought was going to hit, obviously put in a very good shift. I love him as a player. I love all what he does. And teams like Man United wanted him, but he crossed to Liverpool. And you see to it that he's a multi-dimensional player that Jurgen Klopp really loves. And he went ahead, obviously, sign him immediately before he even flew for the international break to play with his team of Argentina. But all in all, McAllister has gone ahead to obviously look good ever since he came in through at the side of Liverpool. He has gone ahead to obviously put in a lot of he has gone ahead to put in a lot of assists, like 4 in the Premier League for Liverpool. He has 2 goals. So UEFA Europa League has 1 assist, and him being played as a CDM in most of the times, because Endo has just gone ahead to fit in the club. You obviously give him his performances. Just 25 years of age, you anticipate that he's gonna really look good as a player, and that really shows you exactly the quality of this guy known as McAllister. For Darwin Nunez, today has gone ahead to score his 10th Premier League goal, and he has 7 assists. So he is better than last season with 13 games to go. With 12 games to go. I think they're now 11, right? With 11 games to go, Darwin Nunez has surpassed the number of goals he played, the number of goals he scored for Liverpool in his debut season in the Premier League, in 29 games where he scored 9 and put in 3 assists. Now, 25 games, 10 goals, 1 more than the 9 he scored last season, and 4 more assists from the 3 he did last season. So it shows you that he's really doing great, and it's going to really be important. So we wait and see how that happens. But Liverpool has been disturbed with lots of injuries, and they've gone ahead obviously try to really be doing the needful. After playing the UEFA Europa League on Thursday, they have to play against Man City on Sunday. So we wait and see how that pans out. So guys, your thoughts on to Arsenal title race concern addressed as Benjamin White predicts that the players they've gone ahead to sign in the names of Jurrien Timber, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz will win Arsenal the Premier League title. What do you make about it? Do you believe in Benjamin White, a man they bought for £50 million from the side of Brighton? All that and more into the comment section below. And also tell me your thoughts about Zerbi, charging Ansu Fati. How do you think Ansu Fati will obviously get himself to 100% playing level? And lastly, Darwin Nunez scoring a huge one for Liverpool that gave them the winner in the last minutes of the game, or the dying minutes of the game, with an assist put in by McAllister. And McAllister telling us that he did all what he had to do. And then Darwin Nunez did justice to his final ball. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani Media Football it is. Today we've done 4 videos, not so. I feel like I can even do a live for you and see how things really go on. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. The Muslims, Barak Lau Fikum. We out.